Good evening, everyone. Random stream, I know. I was about to go to bed, and it's Friday. I don't want to go to bed right now. I want to pretend I have a life, so I'm going to live stream for like 30 minutes or maybe an hour tops. Yep. Downed an entire bottle. This is actually the second one I've done in like maybe 10 minutes or less. That's how thirsty I am. And I had pizza tonight. Booyah. All right, so what we're going to be doing is working on this some more. If I remember correctly, when we last cut the stream, right at the end, there was an issue with snow building up kind of inside of my block. Now, it could be for a handful of reasons. It could be because that block is not solid or considered solid. Whatever it may be, that shiz ends now. See, I wonder if this replaceable is what I want to do. I think I want to set this to false, and I'm pretty sure. Oh, the replaceable is already. Material density. Collision selection box by type. Oh. Oh, shoot. I don't really have. Not sure if I really have. I do have a collision box. Yeah, it's just a big fucking box. Which, honestly, I should probably cut this in half, I'm thinking. How do I do that again? I think if I hold it and then do what .tf edit. So in display rack, maybe this isn't it. There was something that you could do in game to modify collision boxes. Okay, so I pulled up the main wiki here. On Entity Collide. This is not what I was thinking about. Oh, slabs would have it, right? The half slabs would have at least part of the code that I would be looking for. So that being said, let's go ahead and backtrack this bad boy. We want to do stone. I was hoping it would just be called slab. Stone brick stair. Here we go. Stone brick slab. Beep beep boop. Emit side AO by type. Not sure what that is. Here we go. Collision. The selection box and the collision boxes are going to have to be similar. I am pretty sure. Beep beep boop. All right, so for window, Yeah, out of all this stuff, I do not have anything on collision. So we're going to pop this in. Now, I think this first part is what I want. The rotate by X is probably also what I want. Pretty sure these two, I don't have to worry about them. So I can get rid of them. I just need north, south, east, and west. Think so. Let's fireball it in and see what happens. Reload the world, baby. Fidget spinner. What am I gonna use for for item, like for the recipes? This is annoying. Hey-oh, would you look at that? That works, that works, that works, and that works. Now the collision is right up to the window. And I can open and close it still. Yay! Oh, you know what we need now? Now we need the sounds, right? We need to play a sound. Let's look to see what sound files we have to use. Survival, sounds. It would make sense that something like this would be like the hatch, right? No, not the hatch, the trapdoor sound. I think it would be under block. I mean, would it be called trapdoor? No. Wood Creek. What is that? I apologize if this is loud, everyone. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I got one person watching. Wait a minute. No, it's too long. No. Too long. These are all too long. Metal door? Nope. Door. I don't want it to be the door sound. Here we go. Fence gate. I would be okay with it being fence gate. No. Barrel open and close. No. 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 None of those. Definitely not. No. No. Those, I think, are going to be the sounds. We're going to have an open and a close sound. So I have to keep that in mind here. Okay, now I have to remember how to add sounds. I know you have to do it, I believe, server side. That way everyone hears the sound. I'm going to have to... I am going to have to put it here. It's going to be on player right click. What I need to do here is say if this dot window status dot equals open, else we'll do the close sound. Now what I have to do is say, okay, I want to get the world. So if I do by player dot, it would be dot world, I believe. Maybe I don't think it's world data. Yeah, it's definitely not world data. It would be, oh boy. I think I want to do entity dot world. That's what it is. See, I'm like remembering this. And then place sound at. So I'm going to have the position. I'm going to have the asset location. I'm going to have to put in a bunch of things. So I can do, well, what's the difference between play sounds? Play given sounds only for given player. Yeah, I want to do play sounds at. To make sure that I'm going to fill in everything correctly, because I know there's going to be a couple things that I can leave as null. I am going to pull up this. We're going to do a search. I'm going to put this in. Place sound at. I want to analyze this. Used by. Here we go. And I get to take my pick. Here we go. Position XYZ. I input player. That's not really what I want. You know what? If I'm mimicking the opening and closing of the chess, I could just look at chess. See, this is like the sound pitch. I don't want a random sound pitch. Fire pit, unblock, interact. Local with path prefix sound. Okay, either way, it looks like we have something, some similar things. I'm going to copy this. We're going to come over here. And I'm going to paste all this in. And now we're just going to backfill. So that's the XYZ. Player, let's do play sounds at. So what's after player? iPlayer, then it's going to be a bool for randomized pitch equals true. Float range 32, volume 1. So this would be the float range. That's the player. So this API is not what I want to do. I want to call API.world. And then also, instead of location, I probably want to put it in statically. See, asset location, play sounds exist, create, what is doing play sound as a null string, prefix with sound, XYZ. Pretty sure what I have to do is like game, and then I have to fill in the blank, right? So it'd be sounds and then slash block slash, oops. And then it would be like chess close. I think it's .ogg, right? I have to put the whole prefix on it. Chess close. Of course, I have to get rid of that. Okay, so place sound at. Oh, it needs the asset location. That's right. So I should do new asset location. and do that. Okay, so that, then I have the X, Y, and Z. So it's just going to be the block selection, X, Y, and Z. And it does want those cast as doubles. And then what do I have? The player. Yep, iPlayer. And then I have a bool, randomized pitch. I'm going to say false. And then the next variable is going to be the float range, which I could get rid of this. There we go. So around 16, that way other people can hear, and then have it be a solid 1. So that should be that. I'm going to copy and paste this. This I need to change to open. Right, that is what the file is called, chess open. All right, let's save it. I'm not sure if I'm going to have to restart. I know I definitely need to save. We could try and fireball it in, and I'll try and reload the world. Maybe we'll get lucky. Bam, bam. Wish I had more of my flavored sodas. This one was called Frosty. It's a cherry limeade soda. It's actually pretty good. Pretty darn good. We got it! Looks like old Vice did it right. Hell yeah! You know, I want to make it to where you don't have to crouch to do this. I want you to just be able to right click on it and have it come up. I use crouch a lot just because I don't want you, to accidentally interact with something. But a window is a pretty safe thing to where if you open it or close it, it doesn't matter. You shouldn't have to like crouch to do it. I don't think. So let's make some changes here. So for block window, so the sneak part we can get rid of. Hotkey code of sneak, we can get rid of that. Hotkey code of sneak, get rid of that. The help window is still going to be fine. I'm going to save this. Now we are going to open up, well, we're going to come back into here. I'm going to comment this, and this out. We're going to fireball it in and reload. I actually just finished watching that Wednesday show on Netflix. It was pretty good. They kind of lost me a little at the end. I felt like they had a pretty good story, and if they had like another couple episodes at the end, it would be better. So you could just stand normally. Then right click, open or close. And it only comes up if you're looking at it. The collision is right. It's not taking up the entire space anymore, which maybe means that you may be able to put a fractional block there. I'm actually not sure. We can try with a slab. No, not able to put a slab there. What about like a bowl? I don't think you'll be able to put a bowl. Yeah, I didn't think so. It sees that as a full block. So, yeah, that's that. Make sure all of them work. You can kind of hear it from here. So I think that's appropriate. Sweet. we built this in like a day. That's not bad. Not bad at all. I want to fix the handles here. I want them to be a different color. I want them to be like black. so I shall do it. You know what I also want to do? I want to change the window width here. I want this to be 1 pixel, I think. So we're gonna tweak a couple things. File, open. Let's go. We'll start with the closed. So basically, I want to click on this, right? I want to make this 1. Position 0.5. Oh, come on, numlock. So it's still in the middle. Again, this is going to be 1.5. I'm going to copy the 0.5, so this is going to be 1.5. And then finally the top going to be 1.5. There we go. That way when it opens, it's not going to look so bulky and awkward. 1.5. 1.5. Okay. Which means that this knob can go back in position. Should be, yeah, 1 whole 1. 1 whole 1. There we go. So I'll do handle L. Or this one would be handle, yeah, so this would be handle R, handle L. Okay, that is much better, I think. Let's go ahead and save. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Now with it open, what I probably want to do is similar to what I did before. This stuff should have saved, so I can hopefully rotate this by 90. And it did not save. Come on. There we go. Oh, the positioning's way wrong. All right. So let's do origin. 1. Bam. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should do it. That is right in the middle. Now I can rotate it 90 degrees. Just like that. And now I got to bump the whole thing back just a little bit. I don't know which direction. Definitely not that direction. Let's give it a negative. There we go. So it's pressed right up against the wall. Actually, the handle works out pretty well because that's going to kind of go to the side. And it gives us it'll give us 2 more pixels when both sides are open to look out your window. Not bad. So with this, one, 2, 3, 4. Bump up 1. All right, so that's right there. Let's go ahead and open it. Really wish this wasn't laggy. Jesus Christ. Origin 0.4. Will that do, or 0.5? Yep, there we go. All right, so we're going to do File, Save As, and this will be closes, close free. This will be open free. There we go. Pretty sure I'm going to have to change the snow effect as well. So let's go back to File, Open. I want Close Free. Let's click on Origin, make a new cube, call this new cube Snow. Bump it up 1, bump it over 1, and 2. So there'll be a little gap. I don't like that. I don't think I can do a fractional voxel size. I could potentially offset this a little bit so it blends. Because I want the snow to be level here. If I extend this 1 more pixel, then we're going to have weird glitching. Unless... You know, this could work. I think this is going to work. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is offset this. So I have to go to position. We're going to do a... Actually, we'll leave that at 1. For this, we're going to have to do a 0.9. That way it sits just a little under. And then for this position, we're going to have to do a 0.1. A 0.01. There we go. That way it's just still going to be on the edge, but just barely. That way we get no Z fighting going on. This will be safely underneath, so you won't even see it from either side. So this is what we want to mimic. File, save. I'm going to keep this open. We're going to open up another instance. And I know this is just me being nitpicky about it. So open snow, actually open free is what we're going to want. I want to do File, Save As, Close Snow. All right, we want to mimic that snow block. So let's click on Origin, click on this, make a new cube, call it Snow. Voxel size is going to be 14. Come on, the delay, holy crap. Position is going to be a 1, 0.9, and a 0.01. That offsets it a little bit, which that works for me. Origin, I don't care about. Okay. File, save as. This is going to be open snow. Save. File. Let's see. Delete that. File. Save as. This one's going to have to be close free. Okay, so that should have changed all my models. We aren't going to notice too much of a difference. We have to go back into the model. I'm just going to shut down the game for now. Because I did want to make it to where those knobs, the handles, are stone. That way it, doesn't look like it's all one texture. You'll be able to clearly see which one's the inside. So, that being the case, where are they? Here we go. Shapes. Anything that is null, there is nothing that is null. Anything that is null here, there we go. All right, so this, instead of null, I want it to be snow. Anything that is null here, I want it to be snow. But copying and pasting is going to 6, save. So for this, 6, save. So for this, copy this, boop. Selection, wood, stone. Copy this. Selection, wood, stone. Copy this. Selection, wood, stone. And copy this. Selection, wood, stone. Okay, that should do it. Now let's see what these windows look like. The new model should be less bulky. Yep, yep, yep. Ooh. Ooh, there we go. Get that yawn. Gonna get it. Wonder what other things I could add to the game. Mismapping for texture code snow during tessellation. Quartz open snow or one of its alternatives. I think I have a null somewhere. Oh, I never added the... Never added a lot of things. Okay, so all this is right. So we have to just close all that crap out, come down to here. Go under... We got to add the texture. So let's copy this. Paste. This is going to be stone. Paste. This is going to be snow. Of course. All right, let's find some textures here. You know, what am I using for a snow texture on my gravestone? Snow, there it is. Snow, normal, and I have it randomized. You know what? It's good enough for me. Paste. There we go. Now let's find a solid stone. I think a default stone would be perfect. Probably block stone rock. Probably this right here. Copy. Window. Paste. And then I want a particular kind of rock. Let's look at the textures. Why not? So here we go. Textures, block. Let's do stone, rock. All right, what's a good one? I kind of think it should be shale. Something dark. Shale or slate? Probably shale. I kind of like shale or obsidian, right? We can have some obsidian. I could probably use obsidian or basalt. I don't know. Basalt's gonna be the darkest one. I'm gonna do basalt. We'll randomize the basalt. Fireball it in. Oh, that's not gonna. It's not gonna work. I gotta copy. It's gonna work only for the north. Paste, paste, paste. Save fireball. Yep, there goes. All the issues because I was too hasty. Really? It's still bitching and complaining. How dare you forget the mapping? I'm calling shenanigans. Shenanigans. Blocks tessellated finally. See, it only worked on the one. So if we right, I saved everything. I'll re-fireball it in just in case I gave it a headache. And we're gonna reload the world. Of course. Of course. Let's drink some more water. Hope everyone's having a good night. There we go. No weird tessellation issues. No errors coming up at all, so all my mappings are correct. Yeah, baby. All right, we got windows. Burp, burp. I guess to put a little bow on it, we have to do the localization. So I guess let's pull it up now. I guess let's pull it up now. I'm going to copy the standard beds. I'm going to paste this in. I'm going to copy this keyword out. I'm going to make a selection so it does the selection. Instead of standard storage bed, we're going to want to do wood window. Paste. Right, because the name of this is... So it's vice blocks, colon, we have block dash wood window dash the type, so in this case walnut, dash, and then anything I want it to say what? Instead of storage bed, let's go back up, selection. I want it to be wood window. Boop, beep, beep, boop. All right. I don't really need to say if it's like open or closed. Should I make stone versions of these windows too? Where you could use wood or you could use stone? You think people would want that? I don't know. Let's fireball this in. It would be easy to do. I could do it for all the stone types. It would give more variety to build with. But it does add more blocks to the game. For very little return, I think. So you can see through the window too and see the little knobs. I like it. I like it. Yeah, so I mean, Windows pretty much done. Localization is done. Bookshelves, aged crate, medium fertility soil, bloomery base. So should I do wood window kind of like with a lowercase w? That way it matches the theme. Wood window. What am I doing up here? I am actually doing it like that. So replace all 12. There we go. Wood window. I'm used to Minecraft, right? They capitalize each individual word or compress it all together. The more I'm thinking about it, the more it's like, okay, I have a working window. I should probably make some stone versions of it. We would have all of these colors here. And I would probably do it out of, shit, cobblestone, I guess. I guess I would do it out of cobblestone. Have cobblestone versions. Because you could do /time set day. Right, because the cobblestone version wouldn't really clash. Lit. Oops. There we go. Turn those on just because. All that just to make the goddamn door open. Oh my god. Oh my god. You know what? We are gonna make. Can't believe I'm doing this. But we are going to make cobblestone versions of all these windows. I know. Vice. Fucking insane, man. But I think I would like the ability to have stone windows. I hate myself. I hate myself. uh, it's not going to be that bad. Actually, it's going to be really freaking easy to do it because I already have all the hard work done. So basically, for the localization, we're going to do a replace instead of wood window, cobblestone window. Boop. I don't know why I did it like that. Cobblestone window instead of cobblestone chimney. They're going to be 28 flippin' variants. Oh my god. Instead of cobblestone chimney, it's going to be, you guessed it, cobblestone. Hate when I do that. It's going to be cobblestone window. Instead of the lit and unlit, those are going as well. I just want to modify this selection because I don't want to mess up anything here. Looks like I did not. Replace all 28. Now let's find anything that is, I'll do W space lit. I want to turn it just to, we'll say W. And anything that is unlit, here we go. 14 and 14. So slate cobblestone window. Again, we don't care about broadcasting if it's open or closed. I just realized I have two different ways of naming these. Do I want to do it similar to and this is just localization. Who cares? Right? Who's gonna care? All right, let's go under window, copy, paste. Instead of wood window, cobblestone window is what it's gonna be called. Boop. Now let's hop into it. Anywhere that it's wood, we're gonna say cobblestone. That's fine, that's fine. Instead of wood, it's going to be stone. Block, stone, I believe is what we want. Window wood quartz, actually, we can normalize that. We could do just window quartz. So I'm probably going to have to change the name of that. Everything else, I'm pretty sure everything is going to be fine. This particles we can get rid of. I do not want any particles to be emitted. Beep, beep, beep. There we go. That's literally all it took to do this. Now I'm going to come into here and make sure that, oh, it's block/rock for the material. So I got to do rock here. And I also have to make sure that this is correct. I may have to normalize stone and wood to material. Probably be the smart thing to do anyways. See, instead of wood type, kind of backed myself into a bit of a corner, huh? Really, all I need is just open and close. You know, I think this is going to work just fine. Okay, that's all we have to do. Let's save it. Let's fireball it in. Now we should have 28 more windows, one for each kind of rock out there. All in cobblestone format. We'll see what the, what is it? The basalt handles look on the basalt. If it's too much, I can go back in and maybe I can do like an inverted, just granite for the basalt. But I think it'll be okay. Freya requested windows that are like multi-block. So I'll probably do that. Okay, what do we got? What is it not liking? Oh, I know what it's not liking. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and modify this anyways. Instead of stone, it's going to be material. I'm going to change this here as well. Okay, again, instead of wood, it's going to be material. Block material, indeed wood. Block material is going to be stone. Or crap, it's rock, isn't it? Let me look at the grave here. No, it's actually stone. I was right. There we go. Now let's come over to here. So let's just take out the wood now. No matter how much I plan, I always have to go back and like generalize things. Like names I give things. Right, because I have that. Now this, see, instead of wood, I can just put in material. Okay, and I can get rid of all of this because, again, I don't want any particles. There we go. Save that. Okay, let's go back over here. Yes, now instead of wood, material, 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 and material. I'm just going to go ahead and shut down the game because I already know it's going to be very unhappy with everything that I'm doing. We're going to save this. I need to normalize something else. An entity, instead of wood type, I'm going to call it material type. I can leave it defaulted as oak. Material type. Material type. That's literally all I have to do. Now we have to come down to here. And we are going to have to copy all of these, right? We're going to have to rename. We have to get rid of wood. Properties, rename. Rename. And rename. Which means this one, I could probably rename this as well. All right, that should be it. Let's rebuild it. Everything should be working again. Textures should be coming up fine. If I really wanted to be a good boy, I could rename everywhere where it's wood in the models themselves and replace that word with material. But I think I'm okay with it the way it is. Because it's going to work. Yep. That works. Very interesting. You are not happy. Why are you not happy? Is it because I need to come up to here where it says wood, stone, basalt? Oh, material's not going to work here. There's one more thing I have to do. I am trying to get block stone. Do I want cobblestone or regular stone? It just dawned on me that, like, the stone rock, I mean, that's pretty smooth. I don't need to make this a cobblestone variant. This could just literally be stone. Blockstone rock. I'm going to do a test. So there's the blockstone rock. Now let's find the cobblestone variants. Cobblestone. Cobblestone skull. All right, so yeah, it's just going to be rock, cobblestone. Stone, cobblestone, right? Stone, cobblestone. And then the material. Let's go ahead and randomize this material. That way it's not the same thing each time we put it down. All right, save, fireball it in. Click here. It would be silly to have both stone and cobblestone variants for Windows. I'm kind of thinking that the cobblestone variant is not the way I'm going to want to go. It's going to be stone that I'm going to want to do. Just because it's going to look weird being cobblestone. There we go. That works. So this would be the limestone. But if I place this down a certain direction, just clear all this crap off my bar, we will do it with granite, because I like granite. And I also want to see what it's like for basalt. It's okay. See, so this is the cobblestone variant. You know, actually, I kind of like the cobblestone. I feel like it's got a little more color, right? A little more class, because that would be the cobblestone variant. Shit, I don't know. I mean, if anyone's watching out there, do you think I should have both, or should I just have... Because that's the regular variant. That would be the cobblestone. Put them closer together. / time set day. Kind of thinking the cobblestone wins, right? Like, that looks a lot better than that. What does it look like? There we go. We'll do bauxite, something random. Oh, yeah, cobblestone is the way to go. Look at that. It's got so much more depth of color. This looks just kind of plain. This has got a little oomph to it. I like it. I'm making the executive decision. The executive decision. All I have to do is replace rock with cobblestone. There we go. All done. You know what I should do for the handle for this, right? I should have it be oak. I should flip it, right? So instead of block stone, let's do wood, and then we'll do oak. So it's block, wood, and then oak. Block, wood, oak. That way the basalt's not going to be as uniform. There we go. Okay, let's give it a try. What are you? Unread notifications. We had some dropped frames. Well, well, well. Automatically convert your stuff to TikTok. How about no? Not gonna fucking go on TikTok. All right, now we should see some randomization here. And it looks like we are seeing random texturing here. That's different. You can just look at the top and yeah, it's all different. Good. It's actually not bad. Now I should make another window where it's just like a big thing, right? One big one. And then you can open that. Right? Big thing slides out. Okay. Looks like the localization we got incorrect. So what? Cobblestone, window, one word. Really? I don't want it pinned. Come on, man. Cobblestone, window, dash. Oh, duh. What the hell? Lit or unlit? Really? Really? Let's do it by selection. If it says lit, I just want it to disappear. Same with this, disappear. There we go. Now the localization should be working. Man, I was hoping this would take longer. Know what I mean? I was hoping it was going to take me a week to figure all this stuff out. Anyone got suggestions on what else I can make to add to the game? There we go. Bauxite cobblestone window. So let me do an audit here. So I have my new painting, my paintings. I have wooden windows. I have cobblestone windows going in. I'm going to rename the wood windows, the localization. I'm thinking all these are going to be lowercase. I'm just going to do this by hand because I'm still treating it like it's Minecraft. Like this is the way I would do it in Minecraft. Actually, the window would have been capitalized as well. And then birch. This is the way Vintage Story does it. So they get rid of that, right? Like oak would be gone, maple would be gone, pine would be gone. Acacia, kapok, bald cypress, larch, redwood, ebony, walnut, purple heart. Right, and then it would be oak, maple, pine, really, pine, acacia, kapok, bald cypress, larch, redwood, ebony, walnut, purple heart. Since I don't see spacing for the wood, let's go ahead and type in planks. So birch, oak, maple, pine, acacia, kapok. Bald cypress is indeed 2 words. I had to put a space in there anyways. All right, so bald cypress, larch. Redwood is 1 word. Purple heart is 1 word as well. Blue wallpaper. Oh, I can make wallpapers. I don't know why I'd want to. Okay, so everything else should be fine. I should probably change it for the storage bed too. Okay. Birch. Almost typed in bitch. Bitch stone bed, man. Storage bed, I mean. Okay, so storage bed, storage bed, storage bed, storage, storage. We'll start at the bottom. Purple heart. walnut, ebony, redwood, larch, bald cypress, kapok, acacia, pine, maple, oak. And I just gotta delete the ending off here. Boop, 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 boop. 5, 6, 7, 8. I gotta pay more attention when I make this stuff. Stick with the same theme, just so my OCD doesn't act up. OCD is a son of a bitch. There we go. All right, so all the names should be normalized now with vintage story, I guess, formatting. Let's fireball it in. Everything but the painting of memories. I'm going to leave the painting of memories just like that. Spoiler alert, right? Painting of dragons, painting of spring, summer, autumn, winter. Those are other paintings I'm thinking about doing. Although I may not do them. I may end up adding like PlayStation and doing PlayStation games or something else. All right. Boop, boop. Not too shabby. All right. All right, so what else do I want to add? What else? I have the paintings. I have at least one type of window. I can look into making a multi-block window. It probably wouldn't be too bad. It would be similar to how there's the multi-block picture. You know, something like this. / time set day. We'll get this block. Whoops. Boop. What happens if you do like this? Oh. Oh, that's kind of janky, isn't it? It's kind of cool, though. What if you do something like this? It tries to find its way out, and you can't do that. So we could make a multi-block window like this. I think it's probably going to be treated similar to a bed. But it would be just that. It would be a static 2. I don't know. Should I do it? Do you think? I don't know if anyone's out there watching, but do you think that would be good, or would it be potentially a waste of time? Because instead of making a multi-block thing, I could make, 3 different kind of blocks, right? I can have it to where I could even have it to where you cycle through them, different models. And it could be like one could be like an end, and then one could be like just the middle. And then you can have as many middles as you want. Then you can have another one that's the end. I could have corners as well. Maybe that would be the better idea. That way you could have just big sheets of glass pretty much. So similar to something like this, right? But you'd be able to like hold shift and then right click to like cycle through, maybe? I don't know. Boop, boop. That's so satisfying. So it could default to one thing. I think that would be the best kind of window to make. Now that I'm thinking about it in my head, you can have. Honestly, I think I'd want to do like little half slabs like this for the other kind of window too. Have it be like solid glass or maybe like an L shape, so you could put like a corner in for glass, put another corner in, have as many as you want, and then all just kind of interconnect. I don't know. I guess I could sleep on it. Because I would have to make them. Let's make it quick. Basically, to make what I want to make, my God, this is garbage. How slow this is. Fucking brutal, man. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Shoot, that's the one I want. And something like this, I could keep it as 2. Because I could extend this. Back on the position. Instead of like glass left or right or anything, I could have this just be glass. I can get rid of this glass. I'll move it up here. Put the positioning back here. Right? And then I can just have it be like 12 by 12. But you wouldn't be able to open this kind of window. Wonder how it would look 16 by 16. And have it at 0, 0. Wonder if you would see that like a glitch there, little hairline glitch. Probably, right? I would think so. I can give this a try. Let's do File, Save As. Really? We forgot where I was? Come on, man. Gotta get your shit together. Vice blocks, assets, shapes, block, window. I'll call this window square. Yes. Let's see what this looks like. Let's pull up wood window. We'll have wood window be our guinea pig. So really all this is going to be is window square. Save. Let's build and start. start. There we go. I've had 3 bottles of water. That's crazy. I'm gonna have to pee soon. Gonna have to pee. All right, so we're using wood as our guinea pig. So one of these orientations, there it is. So see, it's going to be the same, but that's what the new window would look like. So you know what I mean? Like you could stack these. Oh, it still has the open and close. Interesting. So you'd be able to stack them, or what I could do is have it to where you could like right click to shift through and change them, like shift and change them. Maybe with like with a chisel or something in your hand to change it. And then you could like get rid of this, right? You know, on the corner, and then have it to where it's just glass that meets and connects. And this could just be glass on the top, you know. And then you'd be able to have like one solid glass. Although I don't see a line here or a line on top. So, but would it look good having a repeating quartz? Is there other kind of quartz? I believe it would be block. Glass? Plain glass? Quartz. So that would be the quartz. Smoky. Where are my textures? Block glass quartz. So there's only one kind. I could probably just do plain. Let's see what it looks like if I do plain. Beep. I mean, it may look better. Because, like, you know, I still want it to be glass. It is kind of cloudy a little bit. Why don't I make different variants so you can color your glass, huh? No. That is a little better. Kind of hard to even notice, you know, that it's glass. It looks kind of empty. Right? It kind of looks a little too empty. It is a slightly different color, but you wouldn't really notice that. It just looks like there's nothing really there. All right, we gave it a try. Plain is not the way. It's not the way. What the fuck's vintage? Let's give it a try. Vintage glass. Watch, it's like that perfect off, you know, color to where you could tell it's glass. Looks awesome. Right amount of texture. Doesn't look like a repeating pattern, really. Not as much. Almost like Tyron new, right? Okay, that actually is better. Like I could tell there's something there. And this would be the glass. I mean, I see there's glass here. I think I like this kind for these open windows. Vintage is good, but Okay, let's convert all this back. I think that's all I have to do. Oh, I wanted to see what the wooden knobs looked like. Hey, you know, that's actually not that bad. Kind of like it. It'd probably look really good with that. Yeah, look at that. Basalt slate, those are like my favorite. Okay. Next is going to be working on the big window. Probably going to have to... I'm not sure how we're going to do it, but we're going to do it all right. I could start this. I'm going to need various models. That's going to be the hardest part in all this, making all the models I'm going to need. Because, right, one of these, like, I'm going to have to get rid of the top and the side. I'm going to have to extend this one. I'm going to have to get rid of the middle here, you know, and these two. The glass is already extended. So basically, it would look, whoops. It would look similar to something like that. I'd have to extend these over. I'm going to do this right now. And this one. So it would be like that, right? Delete, 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 and delete. Right, something basic. I might as well delete that and extend this all the way. All the way. So that's one block already done. File, do save as. I'll do square dot corner. I'll do right bottom RB. So I can move this up to here. And then move this down one. Actually move this down two. Move this up. To here. File, save as. So this would be RT, right, for right top. Now, do this. Oops, move this over one this way. Move this over one. Right, something like this. File, save as. This is going to be, instead of RT, it's going to be LT, left top. This actually isn't taking as long as I thought it would. There we go. This file, save as. Instead of left top, this would be LB for left bottom. Now it gets even easier, right? Because I can delete this. And then I can delete this. Now with this, I have to make it 16, position 0. 16, position 0. That one's literally that. So file, save as. This would just be bottom, B. I could do the top by flipping it. So make this position 16. Oh. Make this position 16. For some reason, I think that took longer than doing that. File, save as. This would just be T. Okay, now I would have to undo some of these or open something new. So let's do File, Open. We'll do LT, open that. Now I click this, delete that, click this, delete that. All I have to do is just click that and extend this by 2. Boom. File, save as. This would just be a simple L. And now I flip it on to the other side. There we go. And this would be File, save as. Instead of an L, it would be an R. And the best part, the easiest one, boop, and delete, boop, just the window itself. Right? Like nothing crazy, just the glass. File, save as, and we're going to have it be M for middle. Simple enough. So we got all this stuff done, all the models created to make this a reality. We are going to have to do a couple more things for window. I got to stop this. We're going to have to make a couple copies. So what can we call this? Because it is a window. We could say big window, block big window. Or I should do block window big so the windows stick together. Sounds good. Copy, paste, block window big. Copy that. Boop, boop, and boop. Boop. 1, 2, 3. Save that. It's actually going to be pretty simple. See, once you are comfortable with the modding environment, you can make things pretty quickly. Like I'm going to do something temporarily because I want to keep the word big because I'm too lazy to type it. Paste, cut, paste, 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 and paste. Right there, my new class files are registered and we can use them. I can literally come up here now. We will start with the wooden window. I could copy and paste, right? We could do wood, window, big, right? It's not freaking rocket science. Wood window, big. Make this big, make this big. That's literally all the heavy lifting that we have to do besides the model mapping. Instead of state, we can do, well, it'll be things like, you know, what did I do? RT, RB, LT, LB. T, E, L, R, M. And I probably should have one that's just like base. I got to do this correctly. I hate that it opens that like that. Really hate that it does that. All right, delete that, delete that, delete, 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 boop, delete, boop, delete, boop, delete, boop, delete, boop, delete. Okay, so we have the base, right, which is going to be the first thing we started with. Then we're going to have the right top, the right bottom, left top, left bottom, top, bottom, left, right. Maybe I should rotate it a little differently. I wish I would. See, this is why things take so long, because now I'm thinking, oh, let me cycle through, right? So I could start at a corner, right? So I could do like right top. That would go into just top. And then I can do left top. And then just left. And then I can do left bottom. And then I could just do bottom. And then I can do right bottom. And then I can just do right, and then middle. That way it starts off with the base, and it starts in the corner, and then you can cycle through the pieces, and then it goes to the middle, and then it makes it big again. So that's what I'm going to need with the state. We still want to have the horizontal orientation. For the snow cover, this is going to be interesting. I don't think for the big window I'm going to have snow cover. I don't know. Maybe I will. It's already in. Yeah, it's already in. So I just need state. State and cover, I guess. So it would be window shapes, window square. Oh, I didn't. I have to add all of them, huh? Window, add existing item. Yeah, I gotta add them all. Oh, the fuck up. Oh, really? Shoot. Oop. Add. Here we go. There they all are. Here they all are. Let's save what we have. Okay, so now by type. I should probably put free at the end of all of these. Do I want snow to show up on them? I'm thinking no. I don't think I'm going to have snow show up on these. It would only be for like the bottom three anyways. So, yeah, all right. There we go. Instead of window quartz, it's going to be window square. Just like that. Copy, paste, paste, and paste. For the state, because I have base as what the origin is, I need to rename this to have base at the end, so that works. All right. Kind of done with this already. For now, I'm just going to do this. We'll do the little star, little star. All right, so now it should show up in creative. Let's build and see what we have to work with. Because right now you can't cycle through anything. I did click build, right? I guess we'll find out. I am starting to get a little tired. And I'm the one getting up with baby triangle first thing in the morning. Oh, Papa Vice is going to be tired. And I'm playing with little measuring tape. Yep, that would do it. It is not liking. Oh, wood window, big bald cypress. I think I did this wrong. Shared by type, because it's just a big box, right? Yeah, it's just a big box. Large RT North free. Block window. So those are the block types. Here we go. Shapes, block window. Window square. Why didn't it rename this? It's not right. Window square base. Okay. All right, and then I have all of these, right? Oh, corner. Oh. So I have to get rid of corner from everything. Unless I want corner to come up. No, I got to get rid of corner on all of these. That's why that wasn't working. So it should just be square B. Square L. Square LB. Square LT. Square M. Square R. Square RB. Square RT. And then square T. That would do it. Okay. Save. Build. All right, so now it should have, it's going to duplicate a lot of it, but we can at least build it to see if it's worth continuing to program or not. If it is worth continuing, then we would have to modify the entity code a little bit to cycle through, and I also want it to for you to have a chisel. See, here we go. Here's all of our pieces. So basically, I could put in, like, I'll put in pine as the keyword. So you'll have like the basic, right? And that would be the pine, and then you would have, get rid of all of these. Right, something like this. So, or you could make it, you know, big like that. Then this one, of course. There we go. There we go. Just because I have to crouch for now till we fix the programming. See, it's going to be the orientation that you're at, which is what we wanted. Can't get mad at it. Oh, I got to shift those down. So then you can make big windows like this. I'm gonna shift those down now. File, open. This would just be T. Oh yeah, that was too far down. So position. Right, file, save. I can just close that out now because after this, it's gonna be all good. And reload. So that should go down, but at least we can make big windows now. Again, you can't open these windows, so I guess it's okay. But by piecing things together, I think it looks pretty good. But I am also a little biased. There we go, it's fixed. / time set day. So imagine, if you will, let's do like, what was that? Pine, pane. So it would be something like this, right? You know, I'm going to try and change the glass texture to the vintage. I think the vintage would work a lot better with this. Like the quartz looks good on the smaller windows that you can open and close. It gives it enough character to where it looks like there's glass there. But on the big, it's not a repeating texture that's really meant to be a repeating texture, I think. So we're gonna hop out. Pow pum pow. Can't open it. So like a picture window, pretty cool. Yeah, right. How you doing? How are you doing this evening? All right, we're gonna close that out. All right, so I need to go back to the big window. And this is gonna be pretty easy. I can just change this to vintage. Best part is I'm just using all the images, all the textures from the game, so I don't have to make a bunch of textures and mappings to the textures. Keep it simple. I'm well, that's good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm a little tired, but I'm kind of really getting absorbed into modding again. I'm still trying to think what I want to make after Windows. I don't know. I don't know if there's really any other blocks. Like, I guess I can make something like shutters that you could place, but it would be like a picture frame or like a painting or something. So it's not really fun. Oh yeah, look at that. The vintage glass did the trick. That is pretty freaking slick. Now let's see if it actually, I'm not sure if my windows are going to allow light in. It would be a problem if it did not let light in. I'd have to fix that. It lets no light in. You know what the good part about this is, though? If it doesn't let light in, you could use this for storage, like storage vases. So you should be able to see inside the vase or inside, right? So I could do we'll just get some containers here, right? And I'll place some. I'll do this one crooked just because, and I'll do this one crooked, right? So I can go back in. Let's look at it from the front. So I could still see in there. That's interesting. I wonder if there's Kiss, keep it simple, stupid, right? I love it. That looks much better. Thanks. Yeah, I like that. This is kind of silly though. I'm looking at it. I'm like, uh, I'm thinking. I know there's something you could do to allow light to pass, but I think it's also gonna mess up. I don't know. What if I had a door? Wooden door. There we go. See, that kind of fixes that problem. So light can still get in. I kind of like this. Cuz right now like this window it's acting like a solid wall. I like that. Now the big question is how do you cycle between? We have to work on that. I thought it would make sense to use like a chisel, maybe. What kind of tools do we have at our disposal? Definitely not a machine wrench. That's from my mod. Something that would make sense. Not a knife. Not something aggressive like an axe or a pick. The fuck is this? A copper wrench? There's a copper wrench in the game now? There are wrenches in the game? Oh man, I could get rid of my machine wrench. You could just use a wrench in game then. Oh man. I have to, when I touch back on that mod, I'm gonna have to do that. Would them windows still work for a greenhouse if it doesn't let light through? That's a good question. What would you normally use for the greenhouse? Would it be it wouldn't be everything. Let's do. So you would use like the glass block probably for your greenhouse. So this would be what we want. Game glass dash plane. Let's take a look at the code. I think it allows you to rotate blocks you place. Yeah, I took a little break, so a lot of this stuff is kind of new. That's pretty cool though. Definitely awesome. All right, so let's look at glass. I think it would be pane. The glass pane is what we want. Glass pane. Okay, so it looks like there's a special class for it. Block glass pane. There's no special behaviors that I see. There's nothing special at all here. It probably lies in this code. Let's take a look at it in Vintage Story. Boop. Search. Block glass pane. Here we go. All right, so we have orientation in here, which doesn't make sense. Code with variance glass wood type, tri-place block. I don't think this is what we want. Get heat retention. Maybe this is what we want. Orientation from placement. West block, get light absorption. So what are we doing here? We're getting an int, right? We're saying, okay, so in this case, west block, get light absorption, world, post west copy, plus east block, get light absorption. Oh, so this must be diffusing the light to get your suggested light. Kind of feel like we're looking at the wrong thing. Yeah. Well, let's not look for a glass pane. Let's look for full plane. Block glass framed. Okay, so the shape, this is probably it. Jason glass, face cull mold. Merge material, that's new. Render pass transparent. Light absorption 0. That's probably what it is. So I guess the question now is, do I want light to pass through these windows? Or do I want to treat them like solid blocks? Like, it would logically make sense for light to pass through because it is a window. But if you're using these, you're going to have a house, a room, a hallway of some sort. So light's going to get through and you're not going to have, like the crazy dark shelter. But if you, I kind of like not having light pass through just because I also like to see what my stock looks like, for storage. So even though you really can't see in there too well, I can still make out quite a bit of what's going on. And I bet you the rates of all this stuff is slowed. Yeah, look at that. The parish speed. Oh, never mind. I don't know. Maybe I should allow light through. You know what? Let's just give it a try. What's the worst thing that happens? I remove a line of, from the JSON file. Light absorption 0. Maybe it will work. Maybe it will blow up in my face. Don't know. Boop. Save it. Fireball. Reload. So let's see if that room turns into a light room. If I really want to do the heat retention. Nope, it does not. So that didn't do shit. Unless I have to restart the game for it to take effect. Oh, no, I just had to update it. Okay, so light is indeed passing through. Okay. And it's not... Yeah, this wasn't changing anyways. Boop, boop. Okay, so now we can see in there. All right, that's... I think that's going to work. I just asked a question that I assume most people using the mod would want or ask to add. No, this is good. I honestly, this is why I live stream my mod development when I can. Just because, like if I'm too close, right? Like I'm not gonna think about all the little things doing it because I'm making it work. But something like that, yeah, like it helps out because I could fix it right now instead of waiting and oh yeah, that would make sense. A couple weeks later, the code is fresh in my mind. Might as well. So that is pretty awesome right there. I like that. I like the mini version as well. /time, set day. I very much like these. And just the open and close sounds. Oh my god, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. One thing we have to check is when snow falls, I got to make sure that it is indeed working the way I want it to. Come on. You can do it. Yeah, so that's the snow version. But see, it kind of glitches with this a little bit. But it may not do that anymore, so I need to put down one of these. Actually, I'll put it down. No, not there. There we go. Right at the edge. /time, set day. Next day. Nope. Oh, now we're getting into March, so the snow is going to start disappearing. All right, so time set 100. Let's do 500. Okay, August. Let's do 300. September. 200. November. Here we go. Time set day. This world is crazy, man. All right. So we're going to keep cycling through the days. It's going to get colder. Snow should start appearing on the ground. There we go. Yeah, see, it's still, for whatever reason, the snow is not considering this a whole block when it should be. Which makes me think, do my other blocks work the same way? We're going to do a test. I'm going to put this like this. I'm going to put this on top like that. I'm going to put that by itself. And we're going to continue on. There we go. Okay, so snow filled in there. Snow did not fill in here, surprisingly. But it could have just been coincidence. Oh, it's snowing. I love the snow. Very interesting how it's doing it on the one and not the other. Oh, it's because there's the block on top of it. So I bet you if I let's get a block. There we go. That's what it is. The snow is just falling down. I'm kind of okay with that. I'm not okay with how it glitches so much, but I am okay with that. So like this, yeah, the snow would go away. And then my version, if I wanted to have a version of snow, should do it. Oh, so I don't think it goes into snow mode if it's not exposed. So we may not have a snow variant like we do with the gravestones. Let's pull out a let's pull out a chimney because this should have a snow version. So I'll turn on the chimney. We'll skip ahead to the next day. Skip ahead to the next day. Come on. I wonder if I'm kind of thinking that I put something in to prevent it when it's turned on from getting snow on top. That or my snow logic is borked. The fuck are you doing here? Durr. Okay, so snow's accumulating there. It's not accumulating here. I wonder if it's broken on my gravestones too. Probably is. Nope, it's not. Interesting. Oh, wait, shit. I never fully implemented it on the chimneys. I was going to, and then I stopped modding. But I did do it to here. So it's not updating though. Interesting. But yeah, that's it. We got the snow on top. We got a little bit of snow. We'll put something as an offering on top. Yep. Yeah. So all right. So that's working. Very interesting. And the snow hits it and falls to the side. I love that. Such a good game. All right. Let's, I guess, close out of this for now. Um. Well, I guess that is everything I can do there. Let's do a little cleanup. Vice blocks, I don't need that open anymore. Wood window, wood grave, get rid of that. Okay, so we're gonna have to do a couple things here. First thing is going to be, I want to create a new array. So we're gonna make this the big window, big interactions. With this, I do want the hotkey of sneak. And we also should look at the fire pit because I want it to where you have to have an item in your hand to interact, just like starting a fire. You have to have like a torch in your hand. So let's do that. Where is it? Here we go. Block. So let's do fire pit. Not pot and fire pit. Block entity fire pit. This is what we want. Booyah. Okay, so we initialize it. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Does some pretty neat rendering stuff. Onslaught modified. So that just marks it as dirty when you put an item in. I'm fine with that. Is burning, is smoldering. Okay, so this, I think, we mark dirty. Should extinguish from rain. Deals with temperature. If it rains, we change the block state to cold. Can ignite fuel is false. Oh, so if you put this outside and it's raining, you won't be able to start a fire. That's pretty cool. Should extinguish from rainfall. On burn tick, no. Get ignition state. Seconds ignition. We're getting closer. Temperature change can smell. Heat input. Heat output. Ignite fuel. No, that's just consuming your fuel item. Ignite with fuel. So we look to see combustible, get the fuel time, smoke level, setting the block state to lit. Set block state. I'm not seeing anything here where we're checking the player. On player right click. This is probably what we want. If this side equals client, we get the inventory. Then we sync the inventory. Really? I thought it would be something with like the torch, right? On block removed. Oh shit. Well, I guess first things first, what tool would we even want to use for this? Unblock unloaded. I'll make this window big. All right, let's build this. Let's get back in the game. Try and figure this out. Boop. I don't think the wrench is going to be the thing that we want to use. Honestly, I think no matter what tool I use, there's not going to be a perfect one. It's just literally going to be what's going to be less crappy, right? Yeah, look at all this stuff. Because, like, a hammer doesn't make sense to turn glass into different things. You're going to shatter it, right, with a hammer. Maybe the chisel doesn't make sense either. The only thing that I think that really makes sense, like shears aren't going to make sense. The closest thing is probably the wrench. All right, so let's have the wrench be the primary tool that can change the window sequence. I was honestly really hoping to get something like with the tooltip to be able to add it to where like, oh, you need this and this to light. You know, kind of like a, let's get some grass. Right? So like create fire pit. And then let's get, wow, firewood. Bunch of firewood. See, you can have it because it has a torch right there. So I could have a picture of a wrench plus control plus that button equals ignite. So I bet you I'm looking at the wrong thing. I shouldn't be looking at the entity for the fire pit. I should be looking at the regular block fire pit. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Unloaded. Here we go. Here we go. So we got some particles. Don't care about particles. I'm looking specifically for block behavior can ignite. I'm looking for the specific items. It's got to be in here. Not seeing anything. Oof, not seeing anything at all. So we have the action language code. So that's your localization, like the text itself. Then you have your mouse button, right click, and then you have the hotkey control of shift. Damn it. I was hoping that it would start, you would pull up like the item. I was really hoping it would pull up the item. Easy. Unblock, start, interact. Okay, active hotbar slot, item slot, stage 5. So from what it looks like here, enum mouse button 1. Item stack move operation. Interesting. We're triggering an animation. Combustible props. We look at temperature. Temperature is greater than 0, then we do this. So what is mouse button 1? It's a meal container. Try construct. No. World interaction. Get placed. Block interaction. Help. Okay. So we need to look at this. Block help collect with tool. And then we get the tool to string. Interesting. And we use this to get the item stacks for the interactions we append. So we add this to it. Okay, this is, I think, is what we want. Let's see what it thinks. What are we saying are a tool? This drop from breaking this block tool. If not null, then given tool is required to break this block. I think this is what we want. Question is, what is the tool? Enum tool. Tool equals this tool. So, okay, that's just cloning it. We're so close. We are so close. So that's left mouse button. Then what do we do? World interaction item stacks. Getter create item stack array. We create a list object dot tool. It's so obscure to me. It's so obscure. But I think what I need to do is, again, I think this is part of it, but this is not the part that I want to look at because we're inheriting all of this code anyways. What I probably want is block fire pit. I'm appending it, right? Base get placed block interaction help. So that's try construct. Block interact start. It's somewhere here. I think it maybe not onloaded. I don't know. I think we're close. There's a way to do it, right? Like it's cycling between two different tools right now. So I have to figure out how to put an item in an icon from mouse over, mouse over. Let's look at world interactions. Should apply item stacks. That's what it is. Oh, this is making sense now. Okay, let's go back to this. Item stacks equals, this is, oh God, it's not this one. I think it's just block. Yep, this. Delegate an item stack list. And object new item stack. Okay, so the object in this would be the specific item that we want to add. So if I copy this, move this over, unloaded, get held interaction help. So I think this is what it is. So I want to do something similar to this. So it wants tool to string. I don't need that for a localized key. And then what is this? Enum tool equals tool. There is no tool. So what are we trying to accomplish here? Enum tool, this dot drops the item that should drop from breaking this block. I still think it's a no. Wait a minute, if this is item stacks, what makes it to where, like, can I just do new item stack and then put the item in? Wouldn't that make sense? Like, instead of all of this, I can do something like new item stack, Jesus Christ. What is it? Asset location? Creates a new empty item stack. I think it's asset location that it wants. Or I could do item. Here we go. Item dot, or items dot, nope, item. This is not what I want. I think it's asset location, maybe. Then you put a string in there. No, I think I'm getting further away. No. Oh man, I gotta figure it out again. How do I get a particular item? How do I make a new item? I think I'm doing that in the gravestone. Because I make sure to have a base item. That's not what I wanted. Gravestone. Item stack. Oh, I'm getting an inventory from it. God damn it. Yeah, that sucks. Okay. So let's close that out. Let's close that out. I can fumble upon this. See, it says item, item. So it wants the item, but it's not item dot and then whatever, because that's not coming up here. It could be. What I could look up. What if I look up something like charcoal? Oh wait, where do I have? I do something where I look to see if an item. No, it would be an item in an inventory slot. I don't think I've really created a fresh item before because I'm always looking at something in the inventory. Shoot. Feel like I'm so freaking close. See, even this get held item info, I'm getting the item slot. So I'm saying in slot getting the item stack. It's not looking at a new one. Getting an array. The fuck is get drops? It's just an array. I know when I figure it out, when I stumble upon it, I'm going to remember. It's going to be like a flood, a wave, just washing over me. Like, that's how you do it. Present an in-game item of vintage story. API common item. Item is a type. Item stack. I really thought it was you had to charcoal, no. ID? I could put an ID number in. No, I can't. 6 overloads. So this is what it's looking for. Block item plus a stack size and then a bunch of other things. But this item is not the item that we think it is. This item is the collectible object and this is the pittance. Unless I try to instantates new item with given item ID and stack size. That gets the basics. You know, it's kind of annoying. This is kind of a little bit annoying because I'm close, right? I thought this would be the hardest part, not making an item out of nothing. Yeah, because I even have an array like when I drop all items. Wow, I really don't have any code where I am creating a new item out of nothing. Wow. Well, that's borked. Vice blocks dot. What if I do null? Create a new empty item stack. The call is ambiguous between the following methods or properties: item stack, item int, and item stack, block int. Oh, because it's null. Yeah, see, this is just simple bools and whatnot. Interesting. I'm gonna have to. The thing I usually love here is I'm focused on this, right? And I'm trying all this stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't remember what it is. Oh no. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow, and within 5 minutes of sitting at the computer, I'm gonna be like, oh, I remember this. Bam, done. Inventory handling. I could try to look on the wiki. Maybe someone made an item that inventory handling, no. Someone made an item that drops advanced items. Tunneler. Set block, break block. No. Not really creating any items, huh? Even with something like this, I'm going to be passing whatever block I'm looking at into an item, so it's still not going to help me with what I want to do. Block entities, world accessor, properties overview. What if I do new item stack? No, that's not it. All right, I'm just going to close that out. Wait a minute. Is it item stack? No, it would be item stack. New item stack. See, in Minecraft, that's what's confusing me. In Minecraft, you could do items dot, and then it would autofill, like, you could pick coal, charcoal, whatever it is, and then you could generate an item stack from that. I don't think you can do that. I don't think you could do that the same way in Vintage Story. Don't think so. What if I do torch? Or I could do like tool dot. No. I think I'm going to try and do asset location. Defines a complete path of an asset, including its domain. Non-invocable member asset location cannot be used like a method. Oh, wait, new asset location. Create a new asset location, single string. No domain, it uses game. Okay, cannot convert asset location to system.io binary reader. Fuck you, game. Right? Fuck you, game. API dot registered. Let's look at world API world dot items dot motherfucker. Is this it? No, this isn't. I'm getting close, I think. Index of add. See, it's doing like item, so this is gonna eat at me. I'm gonna lay down and I'm just gonna think about this. Oh, wait a minute. Is it this? It's a new item, isn't it? So new instantate with an item. Item ID. Hmm. Yeah, maybe that's not how to do it either. Cannot implicitly convert type Vintage Story API common item stack to Vintage Story API an item stack array. Are you telling me after all I did, this thing wants an item stack array? Are you serious with yourself right now? And these are not helpful at all. Okay. So we're getting closer now. So we want to put this in an array. You know what I could do? I could look at this. Right? The original thing that tries to put a freaking item into an array. Ugh. Where is it? Which one is it? Item stack, put item stack. Item slack, stop pod equals null. Item stack collectible. Interesting. Player inventory management, hotbar size. Yeah, this isn't what I want. I don't want uninteract. I want the I don't want unloaded. Try construct this. That's taken from block. Okay, here we go. List item stacks, new list item stack. So I guess we do need to get or create an item stack array. This API, really? Is that what it requires? API, the string key. On require create. And then the delegate. And the delegate would be creating a new list of item stacks for each collectible object in this world.collect. Oh shit, isn't that? Yeah, list of all loaded blocks and items without placeholders. That was it. API world. I was close. So, why don't I copy all of this? Yeah. Instead of this part here, like the whole tool thing, I'm just going to have that string enum tool number 2. I don't think I need tool number 2. If set, this item will be given classified as a given tool. Give value or properties. If tool 1 doesn't equal tool 2, add stack. New item stack object. Tool is object.tool. So collectible object in this, for each collectible object. I'm close. I'm close. I know I'm close. Why don't I just do add item stack? I can do this dot API. Okay, cut this out. Paste. This dot API dot world dot collectibles dot, come on, you effer. What if I do, oh man, it's so close. Insert no. Maybe it's not collectibles. It is. We're getting so freaking close. It's not blocks. It's not going to be items either. Search items. Dot. No. Ah! So freaking close, man. Oh, man. I can't believe I'm having a brain fart on this. I think I'm just tired. This is what it is. I'll probably call it here. I don't know. I don't think I really have anyone watching here. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll probably have this in, like, with when the next stream starts. I'll probably have this done. Yeah, and the funny thing is, like, it's on the tip of my tongue. And it's probably because I've had a long week. I had a long day today at work. Tired, getting a little hungry. But we're so close. I think I know where I'm doing this. I think this is one of those moments where it's like you psych yourself out. You know? Let's do. Okay, this is not what I want, I don't think. Okay, so that's not what I want. That's just the item frame. I want to look at the entity machine frame, I think. So I do one of these where I do a blind check to make sure that the tool is like my tool before you can continue with the interact. So you sneak, You have to have the empty hand. I say item stack equals new item stack by entity world get item this code. That's what it is. World get item, and then it's the resource location or the asset location is what it is. And then I did this code. So basically I could come over here, I can do world dot get item. There it fucking is. And then I can do new asset location. That's it. And then for this, I can put in, let's get the wrench. Can't believe that was it. So basically I need game colon wrench dash and then a star. Game colon wrench dash star for any kind of wild card in there. Save. Yeah, just stop. Unloaded cannot be modified once the game starts. I just wanted a goddamn wrench icon to pop up to make it easier for people. That's all I wanted in this world. That's all I freaking wanted, man. And you know what? It's so late right now, and I'm getting hungry again, and I have cold pizza just chilling in the fridge waiting for me to eat it. But I can't have any because it's like way past bedtime. I gotta be good. This is crap. Didn't work. It didn't work. Boy. Blocks item help window big. What if it wants a specific item? It's an item stacks array. List item stacks. Add stacks. Add item stack to array. Game. So asset location. No domain is prefixed. The default game domain is used. Yeah. Asset location has to be in lowercase. Let's rebuild. Start again. Maybe it didn't like the wild card. Maybe oh, you know what? It probably wouldn't like wild card because it's an array, so I need to put in a specific item. I would have to then do a loop with all the types if I wanted to do something like there it is. There it is. Freaking wrench. I did it. I did it. That's all I wanted, right? You just have a wrench in your freaking hand. That's all I wanted in this life. I did it. Okay. So for each, you know what I should do? I could get fancy with it and I can make a fancy loop. There's not many things in here. I don't want to mess with it. I'm going to look up the different versions of the wrench. And I am going to manually add them. Not even going to attempt to play around. So what do we got here? So we got copper, tin bronze, fucking done. Bismuth bronze. Okay. Bismuth bronze. There we go. Black bronze. Gold. Silver. What else? Iron. Meteoric iron. And the last one is, of course, steel. You know what? Now that I have all this typed out, I kind of want to make it a loop because there's definitely an easier way to do it, right? Ideally, all I have to do is come over to survival. Let's go to item types, tool, and it should be the wrench tool. And then with the wrench variants, looks like it uses metal in certain states. Oh, it statically lists the states. It's not something I could loop. That sucks. But you know what? It's fine. Now I could just fireball this. Well, I can't fireball it in because I've changed on loaded. Now it should cycle through all of the wrenches. All of the wrenches. Can't believe I'm staying up so late. I'm going to be so tired tomorrow, and it's going to be so worth it. There it is, cycling through every wrench in existence. And you know the funny part is, all of that, and the wrench doesn't even work. None of this is working right now. That is just the visual cue. Although I now know how to add an item to the tooltip. So that's fun. That's very fun. I mean, do I... At this point, do I just finish this out? Or do I save it for tomorrow? If I were to finish this out, it would have to be in here. I would have to cycle things through. So if it contains whatever it is, I have to change the status to the next in line. That would be the most annoying part of all of this. The open and close sound doesn't really work. I would probably want... What do the shears sound like? Oh, I'm not listening to anything right now. Survival, music, not music, sounds. Tool. No. Block, here we go. All right, I don't want it to sound like broken glass sand. No, that sounds weird. Nope. Don't like that. Plate? Maybe. No. Nope. Ice? Nah. Gravel, maybe. No, not door. I could do a gentle cloth. Ooh, ceramic place was good. Ceramic place. I think that's going to be the winner. Boop. Boop. There we go. All right. I probably should just do this, huh? So it would be Windows status. Instead of closed, we can do base. So for Windows status, get Windows status. I literally have to go through all of my... God, I have a lot of windows open. I can just close that right out because I'm going to shut down my computer soon. I can close that out, close that out. Come back to the top here. Let's open up the block types. Window big. Okay, so this is the sequence we wanted in. I'm going to move that down to here. So if it contains base, I want it to do RT. Contains RT. The next one in line would be T. We're just doing a nested if statement. I'm going to copy this, right? So now if it's T, I want it to be LT. Paste a bunch of them. And then if it's LT, I want it to be just L. If it's just L, I want it to be LB. If it's just B, I want it, or yeah. LB. So if it's LB, I want it to just be B. If it's just B, I want it to be RB. If it's RB, I want it to be just R. If it's just R, I want it to be, oh, M. If it's just M, I want it to go back to base. Delete that. Huh, so that's actually all I had to do to get this to work. Man, I was bitching and griping about nothing. That was easy. It was cake. It was crumb cake. So it should work just not crouching or anything. I can add in the crouching, and then I can add in another check to see if the player's main hand is a tool, a wrench, anything. So if I place this down, interesting. It's not cycling through, it's just defaulting to the first one. Okay. So I probably messed something up because I'm tired. Base would go into RT. RT to T. T to LT. LT to L. L to LB. LB to B. B to RB. RB to R. R to M. M back to base. Oh, shoot. Oh, I can't. Yeah, I can't do it like this because it's stopping halfway through. It's saying, okay, it's base. If it has RT, that's it. If it has T, which the next thing LT would trigger that. So I have to do one of two things. I have to either type out the full words or I need to sequence this differently so that it tries all the big stuff first and then it cycles through. Or I could just do numbers. I don't like using magic numbers. But that's why it's getting stuck on the LT because it keeps going back to T and then converting it to the left transform, the left top. So it gets stuck here. What if I do like OT for only top? OL, OB, OR, OM. For like only right, only left. Or I could do like TO for like top only. LO for left only. BO for body odor, bottom only. And RO for right only. And MO for main only. I can do this. That should get rid of all of the unpleasantries. I just need to fill these in like that. And of course, I need to touch every GD thing here. Got to stop the game. We have to put an O in here. Put an O there. O. O. Ah, shit. Oh, no, that's right. RO. And then right there. Okay, so square. Oh, BO. Base only. Right, so you got the base. Base only. LB, LO, LT, MO, BO, RO, TO, RT. I think that would have it. All right, let's build. See if this shiz works. Can't believe how fast time is just flying by. Can't believe how not tired I am right now. Beep, 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 doop, doop, beep. Ha! That's fail. Okay, so that when RB is not working correctly. Huh, I don't see RB. Oh, I see two RB. Oh, damn it. All right. There we go. Save and start again. And we're getting closer. If I was more awake, I probably would not have made that mistake. But, you know, it is what it is. Tired. What can I say? Tired. That's what I can say. Oh man, I lost. Steel belt income report. Cool. So those are the old blocks because I had to change them. All right, so that's the main one. That's the corner, top, that corner, middle, that corner, that, the middle, back. Boom, we can cycle through finally. Hey, Bernardo. I'm not streaming for much longer, man. I've been doing this for a couple hours. Starting to get a little wiggy, a little tired. So now, whoops, damn it. So now I could cycle through, right? Can do that. Interesting. It's not cycling past this, which is the BT. But it was doing it fine here. Oh, wait a minute. Is it because I have to put this down? No. It's just getting stuck. Wow, so much improvement, looking great. Thanks. I mean, I think it's kind of cool what you can do with this. Like once I get it working and ironed out, it's going to be a lot better. It's going to be a heck of a lot better. So the base for the right trigger, if it's RT, we make it TO. If it's TO, LT. If it's LT, we do LO. If it's LO. All right, so right top to top only. Top only to left top to left only to I wonder if there's a better way to be doing this. Because I don't think any of this is necessarily wrong. Right only back to right top, and then we get the middle only, and then we get the base. Let's go back over here. So we're going to get the second code part. Then we get the status, right? Get Windows status, which would change this. Then we rebuild the item with Windows status. I don't know. This should be working. Maybe I gotta fireball it in. God, it's so late. It's gonna be 1 o'clock. And I told Freya that I would be up with Baby Triangle when he gets up at like 6 in the morning. But the good news is I can sleep in the next day. Interesting how the sequence doesn't see it goes from that side, right? Which is not the right. Oh no, actually RT. And then there's the top only. So it went from base to RT, And then it went from RT to, oh shit. I'd never considered that TO would come up. If it contains that, yeah, it does. Oh, I know what's going on. And it makes me a sad vice because how I thought I was being so clever doing just two to save words has actually screwed me. DO, down only. So it looks at all of the code. So it looks at the whole code path and it sees like, oh, does the path contain this? Oh, it's screwing me. Is there a way I can get like first or something? FIR. I gotta just type it out. I gotta just type it out. So, right. Oh my God. Top. Right. Top. Jesus Christ, man. Come on. Can I catch a break? Come on. This is top only. Oh man, top only. I'm just gonna shut down the world because I'm gonna have to change the names over here. Left top. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it, man. Hey, I wonder if I can get block code. First code part 2. All right, let me undo everything I just did. Maybe this will still work. Okay, so instead of path, let's do code dot first code part. And I think I want position 2, right? First code part position 2. That's really all I have to look at and see what that contains. No overload for method. First code part takes one argument. Yeah, I thought I put in the one argument. Oh, wait a minute. It's probably this. Yep, that's what it was. Copy, paste. This is a more efficient way of doing it too. I like this way a lot better. There we go. So we're going to look strictly at code part 2 and then make the determination. Shut down the world. Don't do that, man. Still got stuff to do. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, Bernardo. Man, it's like torture. I got pizza in that fridge. I can't eat it. I gotta save it for tomorrow. The old Vice would have been like, I'm having a slice because I'm hungry, and then I'm gonna go to bed. But I got some weight to lose. Oh, look at that. It works. So then could do that. Could do that. You could do you could do some nifty things with this. Right? Because I could do that. It's pretty fucking good, actually. Right? Oh, damn it. You could break it up. Not too shabby. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, not bad. And of course, all these. I love that. All right. And this should orient itself. Yep, 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 and yep. So it definitely keeps it. Says you need the wrench plus right click. Actually, yeah, it is. It is right click. And then control. So I want you to have a wrench control with the wrench in your hand to be able to move it. Fuck, might as well do that now, right? Jesus. Here's the first part of it. Done. You need to be crouching. We'll just make one more if statement, right? If I could do by player dot what is it? Entity dot item. So I want the right hand item, I believe. Right hand item slot dot get stack name dot equals. This is going to be a string. Okay, so we're going to have to do a couple checks. We're going to need an if check to make sure that the item, like the player's holding an item, it cannot equal null. And then inside of that if statement, we would have this other if statement that then can look for the item. I'm not a builder, but I would use those in MC. Yeah, not too bad. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. You know what I could do? I can look at my item wrench, I believe. No, it's not item wrench. It's actually going to be the entity machine frame. Because I already do this somewhere else. So instead of like rewriting my code, I can just look here on interact. If you're sneaking and if your hand is empty, right? So then I would need the opposite of this. So boop. If by instead of by entity, it's by player dot entity. Damn it. Hey, when it does that, it teases me. Entity. There we go. So if it's not empty, and then we can get the item, which would be. Oh, that's how I do it. If it equals. Now, do the wrenches have. I knew I shouldn't have closed out all my windows. Knew it. Knew I was going to have to come back in. Tool wrench. There we go. Item wrench. Oh shit, that's why my wrench was having problems. Okay, so I think I could fix that pretty easily. I'm gonna have to remember that. And I need dot item stack dot item. So I look at the player's hand and I say, you have something in your hand. That something, if it's a wrench, the item wrench, then you can drill into this code. Then all of this magic can happen. Bam. Just locked it in, baby. Let's reload the world and give it a try. I'm still going to have to do localization. I have no freaking idea what I'm going to what I'm going to even have the recipes as. No idea. It's going to take me probably 2, 3, 4, 5 days to figure that out. No longer works. If I crouch, no longer works. Now let's get out a wrench. And we'll use a copper wrench. So copper wrench regular doesn't work, but you have to crouch. Doesn't work, period. Oh, let's save and leave world. That much all the time, man, all the time. I have to go here. I have to turn off my mod because that's the conflict that it's having. Reload mods. Go back to single player, hop back in the test world. Now the wrench should work. You know, the fact that it does that makes me think that I should put like VC or VM or VB at the end of all my stuff. That's actually still not working. Oh wait, would this be? Yeah, this wouldn't be. Okay. Interesting. Is not happy. Player, entity, right hand. It's not, if you're sneaking, it's not empty. I'm pretty sure it is getting to here. Let's do a print statement. Let's see what the hell the item is in my hand. Plus, what we're going to do is we are going to... Actually, we're going to copy this. Fireball it in, reload. Man, that wrench looks better than my wrench. God damn it. Dag nabbit. Yeah, still not doing it. But, hey, it's not even having a print statement come up. Interesting. So if the entity... it may not even be going into this. Maybe I shouldn't be doing that null check. I'll put a 1 here and I'll put a 2 here. Reload. Bigger than yours too, it seems. Yeah, it is. It is a nicer wrench. It is. Which means that I get to get rid of my wrench from my machines mod, because I can just piggyback off of the wrench that's already in the game. Interesting how it's not even... It's not registering this. Any of my changes. I'll make this 3. Oh, you know what I probably have to do? Probably have to restart the world. If I had to guess. Something borked happened. Actually, let's stop that. I gotta rebuild first. There we go. There, take all my changes. That's what she... Oh, wait a minute. Was I building the world? No, I was fireballing it in. Never mind. That's what she said. Fireballing it in. That's what she said. I've been watching too much of The Office lately. Said it to Freya. Freya said something like, about how something was long, and I'm like, that's what she said. Oh shit, look at that. We're actually getting print statements from 1, 2, and 3. So 3, of course, 1, that the player's sneaking, and then 2 is saying that it's not empty, but it is empty. My right hand is indeed empty. It is not empty anymore. It's almost like it doesn't like the whole sneaking right now. Player entity controls snake. And it looks like when it's spouting 2, it is not giving the item back. So it doesn't see it as an item in my hand. That's annoying. First things first, if I'm going to be troubleshooting this, I'm going to keep these for a little while, it seems. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. I mean, if the player is sneaking, that's what I want. Oh, shoot. I need the returns in all this. If true. No, I don't think I do. All right, we're going to give it another try. Fireball. Reload. Oh, I just realized my favorite webtoon landed this Wednesday. Get to do that. Man, I'm playing this it's kind of like Pokemon Go, but it's like a pixel RPG kind of game. My phone. All right, so it looks like 1 is working. I'm at least getting into the right click. Now 1 and 2 are working, and not 3. When I hold the wrench, it doesn't. This is not my wrench, right? There's something borked with the wrench. That's weird. What happens if I get rid of this? Oh, you know what? You know what it probably is. This item wrench may not be. This may not be what I should be using. Yeah, yeah. I didn't think it would like that. But no, this should be correct because I'm saying if the item is a version of the item wrench, which is going to account for all the wrenches in the game. If I get rid of this, if it works when I get rid of this, then we will know what the problem is. And it could be the same issue that I think Rieslin, one of the people who recently hopped on, mentioned that like my airship mod did something to the wrenches, but maybe there's just something weird with the wrenches, period. Nope. Let me put down another block just in case. Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. What even was that? Oh, let me get rid of all of these versions too. I need to cull a lot of this stuff back. You know what? Let's use bald cypress. Just change up the color. There we go. That worked. I expect a crash because, yeah, there's nothing in my hand. So why, yeah. So let's do this. Set that correctly. So I have to have an item in my hand. We're going to shut down. Sneaking, item in the hand, and then it goes right into item wrench. And then it should do this. So we'll save this. We will rebuild, and we will start again. While it loads, I guess I could get rid of all of those other versions, right? All those variants. Because I don't need to see all of them. So for the creative inventory, I'm going to want any material, and then base dash north dash anything. I think that's what I'm going to want to cull that down. Boop. It's 1 o'clock. It's a good thing I already brushed my teeth. Fucking tired. All right, get rid of all this vice blocks. There we go. So it's just the versions here. Everything that's base, and I have the snow variants in here too. Interesting. Why don't I do the ignore variant? Oh, that's why the snow wasn't coming up, because I'm ignoring it, I think. Oh goodness, which one was it? Wooden window. Okay, so I don't have the skip variant there. Oh, okay, so I don't fucking know. I think I'm just starting to get so tired that all this stuff is blending together to a big soupy mess. I'm gonna do a skip variant for the snow. Fireball that in. All right, so I will take a free. Boop. Fucking works. Fucking work, man. Item stack dot collectible dot code. I want the code of the item in my hand. I want to see the print statement. I want to see the receipt. Man, all this water is not coming out of me. There it is. Game plank pine horizontal. What does it say the wrench is called? Doesn't even fucking work. The wrench literally does not work. So there's something wrong with the wrench. Wow. Okay. Maybe. I mean, it would make sense to use a tool, right, to change it. Wow. That sucks. So I didn't do anything wrong. It's just that. Hmm. It's just that item wrench is something that I can't directly call. I bet there's something in item wrench that's preventing me from doing this. And I don't have my .NET spy up right now. Fucking wrench. Ugh. Darn you for looking so appealing. Some people would even say it should require energy. Yeah, I suppose. I suppose. Um, should I even have a tool? I mean, should it be like the chisel that makes this move? Or should you just be able to do it magically by hand, you know? I don't know. All right, I'm tired. My butt's falling asleep. I'll probably have a solution for it in the morning. Fucking item wrench is borked. It's borked. All right. Thanks for watching, Bernardo. Thanks for hopping back on. I'm going to be live streaming again tomorrow. When Freya gets up, I think around 9 or 10, she's going to be going on a walk with her mom and baby Triangle. So I am going to be live streaming. Honestly, I'm probably going to be modding. It's it's been a lot of fun, and if I get this working, I can just release the mod and I can start using it. Um, but yeah, this is fun. And if anyone can think of anything else that I could add, like windows were kind of like a no-brainer, right? We already got shelves in the game, got like tables in the game. Really, it seems like the window is the only thing that we were really missing. I mean, there's like stove, no, a sink, but that's kind of dumb, right? Oh, a sink. Um, because I look around the room and it's like what I have pictures, I have windows now. There are doors in the game. There are trap doors. There's stairs. There's slabs, torches, and lighting sources. I mean, there's not much else in a house. I mean, I could probably make the calendar block. That would be unique. That would be a lot of image switching depending on the state. Not sure how intricate I want to make that. I'd prefer to have it be 4 image files, like for each season, and then you can't really see, but it'll look like a calendar. And then as the seasons go, that will change. But when you hover over it, it tells you at the top what the time is, what the time and date is, or at least just the date, maybe not the time. Yeah, maybe we'll make the calendar block, and that's something else we can put on the wall. because it would be really nice to like look and be like, oh shit, fall started and you don't have to wait for the trees to start turning colors, the leaves and whatnot. But okay, and maybe I'll make a thermometer. It'd be good to know like what the temperature is inside of a room. That way you could tell if it's warm enough to, grow or whatever. So yeah, we have a couple more blocks, I guess, to make. That excites me. All right, thank you for watching. Time for bed for me.